But y'all ain't heard that pop in a long time, have you? That old nasty Chalaki pop. Take it back to the archives, darling. To know what I'm saying. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about Married to Medicine. Like I have expressed to y'all before, that I can't really do Married to Medicine reviews like I would want to, because it comes on a night that I work, and I usually work 10 plus hours a day. 50, 60 hours a week usually. Sometimes 40. So, the kids can have to squeeze these reviews in when they can. So it comes on Friday nights, which I don't understand why Married to Medicine cannot come on Sunday nights along with the Housewives. It's an Atlanta-based show. I completely just think it's the craziest thing in the world. But anyway, let me just get on here and just talk about some the past few episodes. I believe episodes like 8 through 11, something like that. So yeah, because there's going to be a new episode of Married to Medicine this Friday coming up. So child, I figure I was like, well, let me at least get up to date on the shows while I'm off on my off day. And my Love and Hip Hop Miami review, it'll be coming soon, hopefully, possibly, but it's going to be a little late, obviously. Okay. So let me just give just a quick rundown of some of the stuff that stuck out to me, and everything that's going on with each individual lady. I will not go by every single episode and just review it full out like I usually do, because it's been so many episodes. So let me see each lady. Who am I going to start with? Who has the least amount of problems? Contessa. Contessa, as Heavenly lovingly says, Contessa, child, first of all, I thought the little 90s party was cute. Anybody who knows me knows that I love the 90s, live for the 90s. It was a great era in music, great era in general. And so, yeah, I thought the little 90s parties was cute. I thought Miss Renee's input on the 90s party to not make it so bougie and extra was great as well. But Miss Renee, but the whole thing about the 90s party was Contessa, she wanted to basically have a redo for Miss Renee's behavior at Mariah's party. Contessa was a little embarrassed, to be honest, by Miss Renee's behavior, because, this was her first time in Mariah's home. And, you kind of want to make a good impression. You're around a bunch of bougie people. You kind of just want to, chill or whatever. But Miss Renee was definitely, she said it out her own mouth that she felt out of place. In which I can understand that. But still, Miss Renee, there's no reason to act a fool. If you're going to feel out of place, just sit back and be quiet and just look and just observe, But don't be all extra and stuff. But it's kind of like that whole thing of, like, when you're in school and, like, it's like, okay, well, let me be the class clown, or let me make fun of myself before anybody else make fun of myself, because I'm really sensitive and I'm really uncomfortable in this moment, in this situation. So let me just make a joke, make everybody laugh so people will like me so they won't pick on me, That's kind of just what that behavior reminded me of. And I've kind of dealt with that a little bit in my life growing up. In some classes I was really quiet. But in other classes I was kind of like, the class clown or whatever. But I made sure to stop for the most part. I made sure to stop before it got to the point where the teacher was getting ready to send my ass out, So I was like, okay, let me chill out. But anyway, I don't know what exactly was Miss Renee issue is, but I do know that's a part of it. Her and Contessa got into it, and she kind of threw something at, I don't think she threw something at Contessa. I think when she throwed it, it just went over that way. Like, she just threw it up in the air, and then it went over there where Contessa was. We didn't literally see her reach back and throw this mark at her, We didn't actually see that. So I was like, I I wouldn't consider that necessarily throwing something at her, but still, Contessa had her back turned, so it looked like Miss Renee threw something at her. Threw the smock at her. Wrenched back and threw the smock. So, ain't nobody heard nothing from Miss Renee. The husband came out. She's like, yeah, child, what's going on? Whoop to whoop. And so, yeah. God bless Miss Renee. Hopefully she'll come back into the picture. I think she will. It's a connection, and but still, Contessa she's the mom. She is the leader in the house along with the husband, and she's the nanny. So there are certain rules and stuff that needs to be set. But I just think it was just because Contessa got so close to Miss Renee because her mom passed away, unfortunately. So she looked to Miss Renee as kind of like a mother figure. So that's why she kind of let Miss Renee slide with certain stuff, because you would let your actual mother slide with certain stuff. And, you get into it with your mom and dad and aunties and cousins all the time. So I think she put Miss Renee on the same level. So that's why she was taking so much off of Miss Renee. But yeah. Donald Jones, come get your mama. Come get your mama. Where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. What else is going on? Simone, you and your teeth. You started that whole thing with Mariah and Heavenly. Now, Heavenly did, Mariah did shade Heavenly at her event, giving Toya Mama that award, saying that you never disrespected my mom and all that kind of stuff. That was shady and unnecessary for Mariah to say. But Simone, I don't know why you felt the need to bring that up at that party at Contessa's house. I'm just like, y'all love showing out at other people's house. It's crazy. If y'all notice, it seems like the people, whoever home is hosting a party, they go in there and show out at their house. But most of the time, they don't show out at like if the person who's hosting a party at their own house, they don't show out. It'd be like somebody else or whatever that usually show out. So it's just very interesting. It's like y'all love to go to other people's house and show out, but y'all won't show out in y'all own house when y'all giving an event. I'm like, child, please, out of here, oily gone. So yeah, she started it because she brought up the whole thing. Talking about, she said it out loud. Mariah was very shady at her event. She shaded Heavenly. And then, Heavenly was just sitting there. She was already irritated. They ended up going back and forth. And Mariah said, no, I didn't. It was something from my mother. Heavenly, you a lie. Heavenly, once again, your mama this, your mama that. Heavenly must really got something against Miss Lucy. Because it's just she constantly, like, why is that stays on her mind? Your mama, like we in 6th grade. Your mama, your daddy, your greasy grandma, we all, I grew up doing that or whatever. But it's like, oh, y'all old as hell. Like, why is we... It's not cute to be bragging about beating people up in your 40s in the middle of the street. Especially y'all established women. I always think it's shady when it comes on. What it say? Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Contessa. Then it pauses. Dun, 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 Toya. Quad. Shay, get them ladies a title. So anyway, I thought that was crazy. They got up and Mariah was like, get your wife, because all the husbands was there at the 90s party, and she ain't got to get my wife, and yada said yada. Got up. It was just, it was a mess. It was genuinely a mess. They got up arguing, and your mama hit people in the head with purses, but it wasn't your head. And I say, Father God. Okay, so what else is going on? One of those episodes is really, really boring. There was nothing to talk about. Jackie, she is, her and Curtis is trying to work things out. Came over to the house, fixing lights, giving chocolate and roses and diamonds and pearls and all kinds of stuff. So, I honestly don't know what I would do in that situation. I've never been cheated on because I've never really been in a relationship in my adult life. So I don't know. What do y'all think about Jackie taking Curtis back? What y'all think about that? Sorry about that little glitch that just happened. I don't know, like, exactly how to feel about that. It's one thing to be cheated on and all that kind of stuff, because realistically everybody gets cheated on, but to be publicly cheated on, it's just like, oh, it's to a different level, darling. I don't know, but he seems sincere, and on one episode they went out to a picnic, and he said he's trying to redo his cleanup time, and he basically says that he wants to give her take her to the place where they had like their first date or something, which was in Paris or something. So I don't know. She need to check and see if he's still messing around with that girl. The girl from South Carolina. You giving South Carolinians a bad name, sister. I'm from South Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and you need to quit that thing. I hear spread you giving South Carolinians a bad name. We ain't out here throwing that thing to the moon like y'all doing in Atlanta. Child, please. Oh, I love Atlanta, y'all. But am I lying? Okay, but anyway, so yeah, it's just cleanup time. But she seems to be in a happier place with Curtis. I just hope Curtis don't hurt that woman, don't break that woman heart again. Let's see. Miss Quad, and then her man. I don't know. To me, sometimes it seems like Miss Quad be putting on for the vine. Like, it really do feel like some of these ladies' relationships, they're blowing it up out of proportion for a storyline. And I hate to think that, but it kind of seems like that with some of y'all. Because I didn't know that Simone's issue was that bad. I didn't know that Quad's issue was that bad. But they is really like reaching. And the men just sit there and just be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, I ain't even know. So I don't know, child. It's been a mess. It really is. I do understand when Quad said that she's feeling unappreciated, like Cherish, and that she wants to feel appreciated and feel loved, and I do understand that. But the reality of it is, Quad, is that somebody got to pay the bills. If you're not out paying all the bills, then somebody got to work. And going back to the whole Contessa thing, they're in a bind right now because they don't have a steady nanny because of Miss Renee done dipped and went wherever. And so, she's thinking about taking some time from work to spend more time with the kids. And the man was just like, what? Like, why would you want to do that? He don't want her to do that, because then if she stopped working, all the bills going to be on him. And so, which I do understand that, but I mean, when you got kids, you got to make sacrifices. So I don't know what Contessa them gonna do in that regard. It's definitely a hard pill to swallow for that. But going back to Miss Quad, them, I'm all over the place, y'all. Stay with me. I do understand what Dr. G was saying. In terms of he had to work for every single thing that he got in his life. Nobody ever gave him nothing. So when it came to sharing that with somebody else, it was a little difficult for him, and I can understand that. Working hard for something, then you finally accomplish your dreams or whatever you want to do, and it's hard to let that go or to share that with a person that you don't even know how long they're going to be there. You don't even know how long y'all going to be together. So I do understand that. But it's all about compromise in relationships and stuff. Which is why I'm nervous to get in one, child. That sharing accounts thing, I ain't with that. Ooh, Lord. Sharing accounts. Simone and Cecil sharing accounts. Child, they say Dr. Simone already done filed. She filed for divorce last year in like November, October. We didn't even know. Like, all of a sudden, she's just divorced. She say she feels like her husband don't love her no more. Yada to the yada. She said they should have kept going with the therapy sessions, but they didn't. I think that would have probably been y'all best bet. But therapy can only go so far if both parties or one party is not willing to give in and fold and do what the other person need them to do. But Simone found her man already. She probably gonna be on that Rome show. On Bravo got the new Rome show with all them black women over there in Rome. Child, ain't no telling. Simone filed for divorce so quick. I think for the longest, all their lives, everything about them have been just in their kids. And now since their kids are going off to school, they ain't hitting on nothing. They don't know each other no more. And she always at work, and he's always doing whatever he's doing. So it's just like, with the kids and work, it's like it's not enough time in the day. But my God, I cannot believe they're getting a divorce. Simone and Cecil. I like them. It was my favorite couple. That is awful. Yeah, that really, really is. What else? So Cecil and Simone, they having this little app. I forgot the name of it. It's basically to help kids find work, help parents get to know everybody. A mentor program, yada yada yada. He took $25,000 out of their shared account to put towards this, and he's really passionate about it. And so she decided to support her husband. Heavenly decided this time that it's time for her to plan the trip, since Cecil and Simone is going through what they're going through. She decided she should plan the trip, in which they might have should just let Bravo just planned it, and just let Andy come on and say, y'all ready to go on the trip? Pack your bags, because anyway, so they was doing that. She was talking to Simone, planning the trip and all that, and also my train of thought. Oh, okay, so they had an event, Simone and Cecil, for the little app. Mariah came. It was just shade from the beginning. I noticed one thing. Anytime it's drama involving Mariah, Quad is right there front and center. Quad is right there front and center. You say that you're over this beef with Mariah, but every single chance you get to take a dig at her, you take it. And it's just like, if you was really over something with somebody, you would be fair or just be mute. Don't put your 2 cents. But Quad always got to add her 2 cents in it. She's an instigator when it comes to Mariah. And I guess Mariah hurt her so bad that she just don't want to let it go. Just because Mariah said that she was living in a car. It got to be something else. Allegedly, they say, Mariah and Quad had some scissor sister action going on, back in the day. Allegedly, that's what they say. Just saying, Miss Quad, you seem like you're a little bit too mad. Like you still mad years later. What did she do to you? Did she shoot one of them dogs? What did she do? Child, I'm just saying. Mariah's nobody's angel, for sure. Mariah has a lot of mess with her too. But I just feel like if somebody's trying to be cool, then just try to be cool with them. If they're gonna be around, she ain't going nowhere. Like Toya said, Toya be making sense sometime. So Mariah and Heavenly, Mariah ended up storming out because her and Heavenly got into it. They walked down. Mariah was just like, look, I'm not going to do this mama stuff with you. I don't talk about parents and don't talk about kids. Heavenly was just like, yeah, but don't ever bring my husband up in nothing. All she said was to get your wife because you was acting like a fool at the pool party. That's all she said. But she's very protective over that man, child. So they end up getting into it again, and everything out of Heavenly's mouth is your mama. And I was just like, Lord, it's just a mess. Heavenly, I like Heavenly. She's funny. A lot of times I crack up at a lot of stuff she say in her confessionals. Like when she said, Simone was her old ass with that bathing suit on. At the pool party, I hollered. So she's definitely funny, Heavenly, but she there's a lot going on with her on the inside, child. Okay, so they decided to go to Barbados, home of Rihanna. Oh, Nana. And so I thought that was a cool trip to go on. All the husbands ended up going. And Jackie was all prepared to be there by herself. They was all at the airport waiting on each other. Jackie was all prepared to be there by herself. And then, all of a sudden, Curtis show up. Jackie's husband. We just like, what is Curtis doing here? We found out that Simone, in her mouth, invited Curtis on the trip because she felt like it would be good for them to mend their relationship. In front of everybody. Simone, Simone is preparing for the storyline for next season of Married to Medicine. Because with her getting this divorce, she's definitely going to be on next season of Married to Medicine. So I'm just like, why is Simone around here running her mouth all of a sudden and being a mess? I'm just like, why did you invite Curtis? She didn't even let Jackie know. That's supposed to be your girl. That was a messy move to me. So they all get there. It was cool for a while. Heavenly planned the trip and everything ended up going well. They had all the ladies was dancing and Mariah got up and said, Simone, can I dance with you? And Quad was just like, you can dance with me. And I'm just like, Quad goes in and out of like a Mariah. It's just like, pick a team. Like, pick a team and let it go. I do think that Mariah has control issues in the sense that she thinks that she has to be the leader. She has to be in control. And she has to yada. But the reality of it is that she's the executive producer. Even though she's treated like Cinderella. Which is the craziest thing to me. But it's she owns a part of the show, I'm assuming. So she was the one that brought the show to the producers, and they finally picked it up. So Mariah's always going to be around. So I just don't see a point in having negative energy all the time around somebody that's always going to be around. You ain't got to like them, but at least just be cordial, just for your state of mind and theirs, and just for everybody around. Don't nobody want to hear y'all arguing every single time, and y'all never trying to solve y'all issues. That's so tiring. Child, please. Especially going out of town and on vacation just to argue. That's tired and through. Heavenly, she decided to do this little newlywed gang thing where, the person that knows their partner the most wins the game. And, the ladies, Heavenly was reading out each question, and they had to write down what they think their partner would say. And surprisingly, who ended up winning the game was Jackie. And Jackie and Cecil. And who was in a close second was Mariah and Aiden. So they really, know each other. And Mariah and Aiden, they seem to have a solid bond. But it was just sad to see Quad and Dr. G going back and forth. And they kept taking jabs at each other and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes some of the stuff that Quad say, I really like Quad. But sometimes some of the stuff that Quad say to that man, it's just like, dang. Like, she gets really nasty. Then somebody ask her a question, she snapped them up. And it's just like, what is going on with Miss Quad, child? I don't know. I want to see all these marriages work out. Genuinely. Black people together is a beautiful thing. Whether it's straight or gay. Straight, gay, lesbian, trans, whatever. But Father God, it's just so much negativity. And also early in that episode, which was the latest episode, they was all talking and having fun, and somehow or another Curtis pulled Toya in his lap, and she sat there for a minute. and then she finally got up. Now I saw it as them playing, but it was just inappropriate. Don't do stuff like that, Curtis. You're still on the chopping block. Curtis was just trying to talk to everybody and get back in there when they won the game, talking about, oh, we're going to have to push them double beds together. They went in a room with double beds because Heavenly did not know that Curtis was coming. Only Simone knew that Curtis was coming. She probably didn't even tell Cecil. So, he was trying to speak as if he's cool with everybody again, and it's too soon. Jackie was like, slow your roll, sir. It's too soon, child. So, but I just thought that whole thing was inappropriate. You don't touch, even though all y'all friends are all y'all right there together at the same time, just don't do that, sir. But Jackie was just like, because I trust you, and because, of the situation, I know that he was playing. And, she was like, yeah, but do you trust him? And Jackie was like, it's going to take some time. So I do know, though, that once somebody's hurt you, it's going to take a while to get over it. But a part of getting over it is to not continue to dwell on it, not to continue to blame that person over and over and over again, because you're never going to go anywhere, because y'all going to keep rehashing old stuff that keep popping up. Quad, Mariah. When is we going to deal with Quad and Mariah issue? When is we going to deal with it? But of course they both going to sit back and be like, we don't have an issue. I'm over it. I don't know what's her problem. I don't know what's her problem. I mean, you know what's my problem. You know what you did to me 20 years ago, and I'm child. Tied and through. Okay, that was pretty much it, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and talk about Married to Medicine. Now I'm all caught up. And all that good stuff. Y'all stay tuned. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalake. Mr. Chalake on Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King was here on Facebook and all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.